Hi. Hi. Hi everyone. I thought I'd do quite an intimate setting today. Why am I chatting shit? I've done this setting before. Alright, let me start again. Hi everyone. I just spilled water all over my sofa. So anyways, gang business. Oh, what is wrong with me, man? Hi everyone. I'm here today. I feel quite bare today, you know, like no nails, no eyelashes, no like I was gonna say no hair, bare forehead, but yeah, I literally want to come at you with like the quickest video, and I feel like it's a topic that's not spoken about enough, and that is post-graduation depression or postgraduate depression. I feel like it's actually a real thing, and I feel like a lot of people have been through it, but no one actually speaks about it, or it goes unspoken for whatever reason. I don't think it's like a taboo or nothing. I feel like a lot of people don't expect it to happen to them, and it just goes unnoticed or it goes unspoken about. And shit, like, I just want to tell you, like, graduating university was fucking hard. And a little backstory, I went to Anglo-Ruskin University in the city of Cambridge. Would I recommend it? Probably not. I didn't enjoy my time there, but I think that could be a separate video. 3 years of hell. But yeah, like, I studied public services with the idea that I wanted to join the police force or go into something to do with the government, politics, something along them lines. I don't know. But we'll get into that further, like, on a different video. But yeah, did my uni thing, like, left college, went to uni, had a clear idea of what I wanted to do, what the topic entailed, Now, no one wanted to tell me how hard it was going to be to basically, in your mind, ideally, you graduate from your thing, you graduate from your course, and then you get your dream job, and you live happily ever after. No, bitch, that does not happen. Like, boy, I had a reality check. Like, I was the first one out of like my siblings to go to university, so it's not like I had an older sibling to talk to. And my dad went to uni, but obviously went to uni like in a different country. So it's not, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't I could ask advice, and everyone round about my age group was all in the same situation as me. So it's not like I had someone to pre-warn me or get me ready for the realities of life. And got a few notes here. So yeah, like, when I graduated in 2015, I had a hard time. Like, I obviously joined the force. I joined the police force. I got in, guys. I was the only female that got in out of... So let's say there was like 47 of us, I think, on the day. And then the stage... So we had to go through a four stages of the interview, basically. And through that stage, people were being eliminated one by one. Towards the end, so from 47 people, only I think 6 of us got in, and I was the only female and I was the only black person. So yeah, I joined the force, changed my mind, left. But yeah, but before that, yeah, my point is, I had to apply for that while I was at university, and the only option that the Met had at the time was to do specials. And if you lot know what that is, it's basically like volunteering. A bit just trying to get paid, like, obviously. But I took it and I thought work experience, blah, 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 this, that and the other. But it just wasn't, do you know what I mean? It just wasn't enough for me. Like, it was shit. I didn't enjoy it. And not to mention that I had my little side hustle at the YMCA as a youth worker. So I was trying to do a lot of things, but I didn't feel like all the energy that I was putting into everything that I was doing was paying off, not financially anyways. Yeah, so I was going through a really hard time, and I just thought, like, what the hell, is this what it was meant to be? Like, is this what it feels like? And why has no one ever spoken about the realities? Like, I wanted to get a job. I don't know, I was applying for different jobs, like the yacht service, youth offending, probation, this, that and the other. And a lot of them were saying no because I didn't have experience. And I thought, oh my God. And it went on and on for months, I think, until so let's say I graduated in, so I obviously broke up for summer in like June or May, flew out to Africa. I was in Africa for like 3 months. I needed to recuperate and gather my thoughts. Flew back beginning of September, I think, or ending of August. And then October I graduated. And then I thought, okay, like, where's the jobs? Do you know what I mean? Like, I started applying hard in September, got nothing. October went past, got nothing. Graduated. When I went back to my graduation, a lot of people that I was in class with was already, do you know what I mean? Like, got their foot into a lot of doors. And I was just thinking, the fuck, man? Like, what am I doing wrong? I really enjoyed what I'm saying, but obviously there was a lot of cuts going on, especially within like public services, and I think it was a little bit harder for me in the sense that anything to do with public services or the government or, do you know what I mean, like social, there's cuts and it affects you immediately. Moving forward, yeah, so it was just, I was applying for a lot of work and no doors was opening, and it was getting me really low. Like, I had a part-time retail job, I was doing this, I was doing that, and it was just so boring, and it went on for months and months, and I swear to God, sometimes I'd be laying in bed thinking, why the fuck did I go to university? What the fuck is university? How the fuck am I in this situation? Like, I've got this fucking brand new shining piece of shit paper that they call a degree. And that's the thing, I got an alright grade, you know, like, I was proud. Probably could have done better, but I was proud. And I've got nothing to show for it. So, anyways, that's my backstory. So that went on from about September. I started applying for work from like July, let's be honest, but then I flew out and then came back, and then it was going hard. September, October, November, December. I didn't get my first break until mid-January, and even then it wasn't really the role that I wanted, but it was like, right, okay, I'm working with difficult teenagers, and that's always what I wanted to do. And then from gathering work experience there, I went on to my next job. But oh my God, it was a fighting battle, and I think not a lot of people speak about this, and this is why I'm coming to you today to tell you, like, don't get down. Like, 5 points, Chef. I think 5 points that I wish I would have known at the time is, make sure, like, number one, make sure that you have a paid, so my air freshener just wants to make sounds. Number one, like, make sure you just have a paid job, like, on the side. Whether it be retail, whether it be, I don't know, like, I don't know, what else do other people do? Like, delivery driver, I don't know, Herman's driver, I don't know, like, just a paid job, because the worst thing, I think, is coming out of university and being broke, and that does add on to your depression. So that's one. Two, what's two then? Like, oh my God, don't isolate yourself. And I think that's the worst thing that can happen, because when I started isolating myself is when I started comparing myself to others. And not in like a hateful way, because, boy, that's not me. But in a way that was like, oh, like, they're doing this, and how come it's not happening for me? Like, I'm still happy for them, but I'm just thinking, oh my God, like, I'm doing something different. Like, I need to start doing what that person's doing. So don't isolate yourself, because when you isolate yourself, that's when you start having self-doubt. And a lot of, like, it does, I think it is really unhealthy for the soul to do stuff like that. So yeah, that's number two. Number three is that you need to have, like, real expectations about life, because I think especially if you've been in education all your life and you're coming out of university and you don't actually know what it feels like to have worked or how life actually works out there, and it's no longer just education, you're going to have a massive reality check. So I think you need to change your expectations. And I'm not saying bring down your standards, like, no, maintain your standards, but your expectations might need to be adjusted a little bit, because life ain't always fair, I guess. So yeah, and I feel like not having helping, like, what's the word? If you've got extremely high expectations, when you don't meet your target, you'll be disappointed. The lower your expectations, the harder it is to disappoint you. So I'm not saying lower your expectations. I'm saying like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sound so uneducated. Wow, you wouldn't even think that I have a degree at this point. But you get my point. Like, lower your expectations sometimes until you know that life ain't always, like, life ain't gonna go exactly how you think it's gonna go. So yeah. And my fifth and final point, which I'm still probably gonna chat shit after, my fifth and final point would be redirect your energy. Like, all that energy that you're using to compare yourself, isolate yourself, feel low, doubt yourself, pity, blah blah blah, take all that energy, go and invest it in something more productive. Whether it means that you're even volunteering a couple of times a week, yeah, or a couple of hours a month, do it, because that adds value. That gives you something to put on your CV. That is experience. Because I think more time, what people struggle with is when you've got all this education behind you and all this academia and all these grades, sometimes employers want experience. And people from uni, usually 9 out of 10 times, don't have that. So that's why it's hard. And I think I was quite fortunate in the sense that my third year had, like, we had to do work experience or work-based learning for a couple months, I think. So I was fortunate in that respect, but certain people aren't that fortunate. So you ain't got experience, but then it's like, there's lyrics from some drill song: if you ain't got experience, you don't get work. If you don't get work, you don't get experience. What else is the lyrics? I think. Shout out to AM. But yeah, no, seriously, like, redirect your energy, and sometimes understand that wasting your energy being so hard on yourself, chipping away at yourself and your self-worth, it just ain't gonna help you. So just allow it. I hope that helps someone, and I know my 5 points ain't, like, they're not life-changing, but I just wish I would have followed these when I was in that position. And I think I am fortunate now, but in the same breath, like, don't get twisted, I worked hard for where I am now, and I'm content in what I do. But yeah, and I think this ideology, yeah, that people have, that when you leave uni you get your dream career and you're just going to be in that job forever, it's very rare that I meet them type of people. Where I haven't met anyone my own age to be like, oh, I'm going to be doing what I'm doing until I retire. Why? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't get twisted, I like my job, I love my job at times, but to do all my life, no, I need to have my fingers in a lot of pies. I'm a very curious person, and if I get to where I want to be, I'm just like, oh, okay, I got there, now what's next? I'm that type of person. So even though the role that I'm in is something that's always intrigued me, and I'm so, like, glad I did it, I know in the next couple of months I want to go into something else. And I've always said I wanted to go into the police force. Did that, kind of like, nah, that's not for me, so left. So, I mean, keep your options open, don't be hard on yourself. I just wish someone told me this. And life is, you're still young. I'm going to guess if people are, like, leaving university, that's the target that I'm talking, that's the target audience. I'm talking so much shit. But yeah, let me just end it here, because I really because I'm getting sick and tired of my voice. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Comment, because I don't feel like I've got interactive people on here. Comment, subscribe, like and share. That's not usually the order that it goes in, is it? But yeah, there's going to be a lot of videos out this week, so keep your eyes out, because I'm plotting.